Hello everyone, this is Calvin Castine. We're at Northeastern Clinton Central School Field for a softball game in the Littletown Women's League. Today Sandy's Deli is hostessing the Northland Heights team from the Ellenburg area. Sandy's has a record of 2-3. Northland Heights come in here with a record of 3-2. Northland tied with Fox Hill Maple for second place. Defensively for Sandy's, pitching will be Penny Castine, behind the plate Chris Barrier. At first base will be Ann Yoakum, second base Alma Mano, excuse me, I'm looking at the wrong list here. The second base Ellen Murphy, shortstop Melissa Rye, third base Nancy Southwick, left field Karen Chambers, center field Penny LaPlante, right field Cheryl Foley, roving fielder Sue Mahoney. They are coached by Dennis Jubert. For the Northland Heights Club, pitching is Pat Rodriguez, behind the plate will be Joanne Bushy. At first base Terry Minkler, second base Alma Manor, shortstop June Rogers, third base Karen Cole, left field Jane Bushy, left center field Missy Rodriguez, right center fielder Dot Trombley, and right field Sandy Edward. Leading off for Northland Heights will be Jane Bushy. And the first pitch of the ball game is a space hit to the middle. Mahoney picks it up and throws it out of play. She'll stop at second.
Sheila, my next.
Mahoney would have been better to hang on to that one. I would bet that she agrees at the moment. Batter now Missy Rodriguez.
Well, that wind carried him. I'll get it, Pat.
Ball four, Rodriguez walks. Let's bring up Pat Rodriguez. Wind blowing to our backs, facing this direction here. So I'm sure it's tough pitching in this wind at the moment. However, the wind is giving us some relief from the heat. 92 degrees at game time. Very warm and muggy day. Strike. First two runners are on here for Northland Heights. We have nobody out in the first. Well, 3-1. And the sun coming out now, ball four. That'll load them. Oh, the bases are loaded. Last time we saw Sandy's Deli, they had trouble finding the base. Alma Manor will be the batter now. She's the second baseman. Looks at strike one. Ball. A week ago on June 13th, Sandy's gave up 10 runs. He gets the force at second. He gets the ball to Murphy. Sandy's gave up 10 runs on one hit. The rest were all walks. The batter here is June Rogers, the shortstop. Ball.
Just use your imagination, Jane.
Well hit. Mahoney grabs. Concedes the run and keeps the runner at first. Smart play. Had very little chance of catching Missy Rodriguez, so she scores, makes it 2-0. Rogers flies out and Dot Trombley, the right center fielder, steps in. Pitch from Castine, strike one. Foley picks it up.
Nice, nice. All right.
Yoko might have had a shot at that, but she was kind of in a dream, in the daze, it seemed like, when that ball was hit. The runners at first and second, 2 outs, and Joanne Bushy, the catcher, is at the plate. Runners at first and second. Ball, 1-1. Wind gusting very briskly. Is a strike. Strike 2. Comebacker to Castine. Takes the throw to Yoakum. So 2 for Northland, and they lead 2-0 as we go to the bottom of the first. Helen Murphy will lead off the bottom of the first. Their team down by 2. And a pitch from Rodriguez, ball 1. Wind still blowing briskly. Ball 2. We'll show you the flag down the right field line. You see the direction it's blowing in. Misses ball 3. Ball 4. So Murphy will walk to lead things off and bring up Alyssa Rye, the shortstop. Ball 1. Strike. Ball. Line shot, base hit for Rye. No. Murphy had to hold up a little bit on that. Not sure if it's going to get caught. And a heads-up play by Missy Rodriguez gets the force at second, so it takes the base hit away from Rye. We have 1 out and Penny Castine the batter with Rye at first. And the pitch. Ball 1. Strike. 1-1. Ball. Ball. 3 balls and a strike. Strike. 3-2. Popped up. Manor at second. No, excuse me. Looked like it was going to second. The wind just blew it back. And Sandy Edwards pulled it down in short right field. 2 outs. And the first baseman, Ann Yoakum, the batter. Edward playing very shallow in the right field, especially with that wind blowing. Strike 1. Very shallow and right, playing toward the line. Ball. 2 outs. Strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch. Chopper. Winkler knocks it down and Yoakum's going to be on at first. Rye rounding third. She'll stay put. I have an injury here at second. Yoakum decided to run to second, and somehow Rodriguez is in there covering, and she's injured. Looks like she'll be able to walk it off, however. So nothing across for Sandy's after one full inning. It's Northland Hides 2, Sandy's nothing. Karen Cole will lead things off for Northland in the top of the second. Strike one.
Ball. Good
Ball.
eye, Karen. Good eye. Look him over.
Ball.
Okay, Karen. Wait her out.
Base hit to right center. Gets away from Foley. Will flying over to pick it up. And Cole in at second with a double. And that'll bring up the right fielder, Sandy Edward. Strike one.
Come on, Sandy kid. Just poke now. That's a girl.
Well, 1-1. Strike two. Nancy Southwick at third, pulls it down, does a little ballet move, and Cole stays put at second. One out. I'll bring up Terry Minkler, the first baseman. Ball one. Top of the order to follow. Strike.
Good eye. All right, little time. Take some now. Good eye. Good eye, Karen. Look at him.
Strike. 3-2. And the payoff pitch. Minkler swings, hits it to Rye. Nice pickup. The first. Yoakum fires to third. And Cole is in at third. We have 2 outs. Top of the order now, Jane Bushy, the batter. Popped up. Southwick doesn't have to move. She pulls it down. So nothing across for Northland in the top of the second. We go to the bottom of the second with Northland leading Sandy's 2-0. Strike one to Karen Chambers. Chambers leading things off here in the second. Looks at a strike. Strike two. Well hit. Pulled down by Rodriguez. Again, the wind changing direction on that ball a little bit. Chambers hits the ball hard. This is Nancy Southwick. Ball one. Strike one. 1-1. Nice charity hop to Rogers. Throw to first. goes out of play, so Southwick will go into second. And the batter will be Cheryl Foley with one out, the runner at second. Foley pops it up. Supposed to be over her head, supposed to be over the batter's head, unless it's on a third strike. Umpire said it was over her head, so it's an out. Tough call. We'll have the advantage of replay on it. It was close. Ball. Penny LaPlante hits it into left field. Southwick's coming in. And Nancy Southwick scores. This is the first Sandy's run of the game. They trail now 2-1. So a base hit for Penny LaPlante. And the batter will be Sue Mahoney.
With level swing now, line drive.
Potential tying run at first. Bottom of the second inning, 2 outs. Ball 1. Ball 2. Mahoney chokes up about 2.5 inches. Strike. Choking up a little bit less every time the ball is pitched. Swing and a miss. Strike 2-2. Pitch from Rodriguez. Strike 3. Mahoney watched it fall on the plate and grimaced in self-anger. So Sandys picks up a run and they trail 2-1 as we go to the third. Missy Rodriguez. You can probably pick up the red spot on her right shin, the inside of her shin there, where she was injured in that play when she was covering the base in the first inning. Rodriguez, the short fielder, or left center fielder. Ball. And tight. 3 balls, no strikes. Ball 4, Rodriguez will walk. I'll bring up the pitcher, Pat Rodriguez. And pitch from Castine. A little short, ball 1. I have a breeze coming in at the moment, ball 2, but not the strong wind that we had earlier. Three and oh. Ball 4. Rodriguez walks. And I'll bring up the second baseman, Alma Manor. Sandy's still awaiting the arrival of their usual pitcher, Luann Bombardier, who, last we heard, is still planning on playing this season. They've used a variety of people at pitching, and Castine is the latest. Hit Rodriguez. No, it didn't hit Rodriguez. Rodriguez did a good job of distracting Rye on that. That's going to be an error on Alyssa Rye. And Jane Rogers, the batter. Strike 1. Bases loaded. Comebacker, Castine. Should come home. She does. Ferrier puts the pass. Oh, beautiful play. Double play. Rodriguez tripped over Southwick's foot and blamed Southwick for it. 2 outs. Good heads-up play there by Barrier. Took the play and the ball and fired to third. And the batter Dot Trombley, the right center fielder. Ball 1. Strike.
Don't help him, Benny. Don't help him.
Off Murphy's glove. Throw to the plate. Barrier hung on to it, and Manor was out at the plate. A good heads-up play. Rye almost held that a bit too long. Fired just in time for the out. So nothing across for Northland Hides. We'll go to the bottom of the third with the score. Northland 2, Sandys 1.
Couple now, girls. On the line now to breathe.
The catcher, Chris Barrier, will lead things off in the bottom of the third. Team down 2-1, ball 1.
Ball.
Ball 2. Strike. 2 balls and a strike. Barrier runs up on it, hits it to center field. Nice play, nice hit. Chris Barrier with a single up the middle. Top of the order now, Ellen Murphy. We have threatening weather, but it appears to be the northeast of us. The wind is to our backs, as we said. So we would be surprised if what is on the northeast horizon would come this way. Potential tying run at first base. Murphy went fishing after a high one. So Rogers throw to first. Barrier called out. I think she was safe. Looked like the tag was after her hand was on the bag. However, she was a long ways away on a line drive. She deserved to be out on that one. Should have stayed put in that. The batter here, Alyssa Rye. Rye hits it high to left field. Bushy pulls it down. So nothing across for Sandys. In the third, we go to the fourth inning with Northland leading 2-1. Swing and a miss. This is Joanne Bushy, the catcher. We're in the top of the fourth. Strike 2.
Let your arms go.
Karen Chambers pulls it down and left. 1 out. And the batter is the third baseman, Karen Cole. Ball 1. Strike 1-1. Ball 2-1. Ball 3-1. Ball 4. Cole draws the walk. And bring up Sandy Edward, the right fielder.
I was ready to move. Yeah.
Ball one. Ball two. Strike. Strike. 2-2. Ball three. 3-2. And the payoff pitch. Strike three looking.
Pick up your back. Pick up your back.
2 outs, and Teresa Minkler, the first baseman, steps in. Strike one. Popped up. Castine pulls it down. Nothing across for Northland. In the fourth, we go to the bottom of the inning with the score holding at 2-1. Northland leading Sandy's Deli. The pitcher, Penny Castine, will lead things off in the bottom of the fourth. Looks at ball one as the wind picks up again. Ball two. 2-1 the score. 2-1 the count. Castine runs up, well hit to center field. Wind blew it away from Tremblay. Rodriguez over to pick it up. Castine will be motoring around third. I think they'll send her. Murphy sending her. Here's the throw. She's in there with a home run, a game-tying home run by Penny Castine. A well-hit ball to dead center. And bring up the first baseman, Ann Yoakum. Ball one. Strike. 1-1. Nobody out here in the fourth. You're gonna miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Drops in front of Edward. Oh, base hit for Yoakum. Brings up Karen Chambers.
Right on the line. Hard on the line.
Ball one. Strike. 1-1. Backer to Rodriguez. Throws it in the dirt. Yoakum going and should be in at third. Oh, error on the pitcher, Rodriguez. Yoakum goes to third. Chambers reaches on the error. The runners at the corners, and Nancy Southwick the batter. Ball one. Misses inside. Ball two.
A lot of room out there.
Strike. Strike two. Strike three. Southwick goes down swinging. That'll bring up Cheryl Foley with 1 out. Potential lead run at third base for Sandy's. Sandy's looking to even the record at 3-3. Northland comes in here with a 3-2 record. To the right side. Fair ball, yes. Fair ball, hit left, fair, and just roll out of bounds. Ground rule double. Should be a double here. Should roll out of play. Foley stopped at second. 2 runs cross. LaPlante the batter. I would think that Chambers should have remained at third in that. She was on first when the ball was hit. So it's a ground rule double. Chambers should have stayed at third. But she came in and scored, which is a smart thing to do. The umpire doesn't send you back to third. There's no sense in staying there. Base hit for LaPlante. Penny LaPlante drives Foley to third. Runners at the corners. And batter is going to be, looks like Mahoney. Sue Mahoney is going to step in. One out, runners at the corners. 4-2, Sandy's with 3 runs here in the fourth. They've jumped into the lead. Outside ball 1. Strike. Swings at an inside one. Rodriguez picks it up, fires to first. Foley scores run number 5. So Mahoney is out, but she drives in Foley. LaPlante goes to second, and Chris Barrier the batter. And a pitch. Ball 1.
Down and hard. Got a runner out there.
Strike 1-1. Ball. Ball 3. 3 balls and a strike. Ball 4. Barrier draws the walk. We have runners at first and second. Top of the order, Ellen Murphy. Ball 1. Ball 2. Strike. 2-1. On the ground to Rogers at short. Throws it away at third. Goes out of play. So everybody will get 2 bases. Barrier goes to third, Murphy to second. LaPlante scores. That makes it, I believe, 6-2. And the batter, Melissa Rye.
I'll take it.
Ball 1. Strike. Knocked down by Rogers at short. Rye dancing around. Gets the run home. Another run, 2 more runs score.
Great,
7-2 is the score. Penny Castine, the batter. Melissa Rye at first base. Town meeting going on at second. Coach Sheila DeCoste out, trying to inspire her team.
Ball.
Strike. Castine wraps it into left center. Rye throws to third. Rodriguez threw to third. Rye is out at third. Nice throw by Missy Rodriguez. So it's 7-2. Sandy's leading Northland as we go to the 5th. Jane Bushy leading off. 5th inning, 7-2 the score. Ball 1 from Castine.
Good eye. Way to look him over, James. 2-0.
Well, 2-0.
All right, James. All right.
3.
Look him over good, Jane. Look him over. Yeah.
Ball 4. Bushy will walk.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And I'll bring up the left center fielder, Missy Rodriguez.
Seconds, make sure they know where they are now.
Castine's pitch in tight, ball 1. Ball 2.
Oh,
3-0. Ball 4. Rodriguez walks. Oh, a couple of walks and nobody out, and suddenly things are looking interesting for Northland. This is Pat Rodriguez, the pitcher. She looks at ball 1 way outside. Ball 2. Ball 3. 3-0. Strike. 3-1. Ball 4. That'll load him up. Rodriguez walks. And the batter will be Alma Manor, the cleanup batter and second baseman. Pitch from Castine, ball 1. A walk would drive in a run. 7-2 is the score. There's a strike. A walk would also bring the potential tying run to the plate. Ball 2. 2-1. Three and 1.
Keep looking. Roll one in.
Strike. 3-2. And we'll have a payoff pitch. Swung on, hit to second. Murphy knocks it down, kicks it in the direction of Yoakum, but not hard enough. So that drives in a run, makes it 7-3, and brings the potential tying run, Jane Rogers, to the plate. She's the shortstop.
Come on, June!
June Rogers.
Right there, June!
I'm not throwing. He's already out.
In tight, ball 1.
two.
All two. All three. A walk would put the potential tying run on base. Ball four, Rogers walks. And we have a 7-4 ball game. Strike one, we have ball one, we switch batteries. Missed only one ball as Dennis. Strike two. Dennis Hubert went out to talk to the pitcher. Strike three, Trombley goes down swinging. And I'll bring up Joanne Bushy, the catcher. One out. And the pitch. Back to Castine. She'll come home. Get the force. Throw to third. Pulls Southwick off the bag, but it would have been late anyway. Get the lead runner to prevent the run from scoring.
Come on, Karen.
2 outs. And the third baseman, Karen Cole. Strike one. Ball. Bases still loaded. Strike. Strike two. Ball. 2-2. Opposite way, it's going to drop in for a base hit. Foley, nice cutoff. And it's going to score two. Here comes Rogers.
All right, way to go, Karen.
So big hit there. 2 RBI single for Karen Cole.
Hit it. Well, no, I mean, you know, he's over here. Who's Nikki going in for? For a minute, okay?
Nikki's going in for Sandy Edwards.
And we have Nikki King coming in, a world-famous three-point shooter. Led the CVAC in three-point shooting in girls basketball this year. And she's pinch hitting here for Sandy Edward in the 5th inning. Score, I believe, is 7-6. Potential tying run at second with 2 outs. Top of the 5th inning. Strike hits the back of the mat. Hits it high and deep and foul. Karen Chambers went a long way to try to catch up with that one.
Just meet it, Nikki. Just meet it. Nice shot!
Base hit to left. Mahoney picks it up. The third, Southwick dropped it. I think we had a out at home. The game is tied. 7-7. And the batter, Teresa Minkler, the first baseman. Potential lead run at second. 7-7 here in the 5th. Rye should have it at short. No! Fires home. This will be off the mark. Throw was off the mark a little bit.
Way to go, Karen.
Nice.
Looks like Rye thought she had that all the way. And just out of her reach. She actually touched it, but that was it. I think she thought she had it easily. Jane Bushy, the batter, 8-7 the lead, has switched over to Northland Hides. Nikki King at second, Minkler at first. Mahoney, or Murphy, goes to Rye. So, Northland picks up 6, and they lead 8-7 as we go to the bottom of the 5th. First baseman Ann Yoakum, the batter. Bottom of the 5th. Northland has jumped back in the lead with a 6-run 5th inning. They lead 8-7. Pitch from Rodriguez off the handle. Minkler can't catch up to it. Ball, strike one.
Good level swing.
Rodriguez pitch in there, strike 2.
On 2.
Ball. They're definitely playing Yoakum to pull. A left fielder is playing the left center. They're giving her about 100 feet in left field. She pulls it through the right side for a base hit. Rodriguez picks it up. Fires it into second. So the potential tying run is on base for Sandys. And the batter is the left fielder, Karen Chambers. Ball one. Strike. Strike. Strike 2.
Good level swing.
Bushy pulls it down in left field. 1 out. And the batter will be Nancy Southwick.
On the ground, man.
Strike 1 hits the front of the plate. Off top of the bat. Fair ball. She'd had just a little bit more patience. It was almost done rolling, but it looked like it was going to keep going and go foul. She picked it up right on that line. She let it go, but there to continue to let it go, afraid Yoakum would go into third. So it goes a single. Southwick will have a single listed in the book. The ball ends up about 10 feet from the home plate where it started off. Cheryl Foley, the batter. Swing and a miss. Strike 1-1. As at first and second. Rodriguez pulls it down, throws to second, and Yoakum back in time. 2 down. And the hard-hitting Penny LaPlante, the batter.
He hopping. He running.
Strike on the inside corner of the mat. Ball, 1-1. Over Bushy's head, yes. Rodriguez giving chase. Here comes Yoakum. Here comes Southwick. Southwick will score. Another key hit by Penny LaPlante. She can pound that ball. And she drives in the go-ahead run here. The tying in go-ahead run. It's now, let's see, I think it's now 9-8, I believe. Sandy's leading. And the batter is Sue Mahoney with 2 outs and a runner at second. 10-8. Darlene Gowett is just correcting me. It's 10-8. There's a strike. Sandy's leading by 2. Base hit for Mahoney. Rodriguez in charge of that outfield. She handles everything that she can get to. Kept LaPlante from scoring. We have Chris Barrier, the catcher. Runners at the corners. Strike 1. Trombley pulls it down and right. So, Sandys picks up 3 runs apparently, and they go now to the 6th inning with Sandys leading 10-8. Missy Rodriguez leads off the 6th inning. 10-8 is what they're claiming the score is. Hit to Murphy. He goes to first. 1 down. And that will be the pitcher, Pat Rodriguez. Strike 1. Ball. Karen Chambers pulls it down and left. Nothing to it, she says.
All right, one more now. Here we go.
And that'll be Alma Manor.
Not this one here.
Ball 1. Ball 2. Ball 3. Ball 4. Manor walks. And the batter will be June Rogers, the shortstop.
Gloves ready now. Good set. Gloves ready now.
Strike 1.
Gloves ready, girl. Here it is.
To Rye, can get down on it in time. There'll be no play. There'll be error on the shortstop, and batter will be Dot Trombley, the right fielder.
Gloves ready, girl. Gloves ready.
Ball 1.
Okay, hang on now.
Hit to Foley. At the base of her glove, here comes Manor. Throw comes into third. Rogers is in there.
Hey, get her the first time, knock her over and get her.
And let's see. 10-9 the score now. And the batter is Joanne Bushy, the catcher. Strike 1.
Look at the ball.
To Rye. The throw to first. In the dirt. Yoakum didn't stop it. It goes out of play. 2-run score. It puts Northland up 11-10.
Right, that can happen with you.
And Bushy ends up at second. And the batter will be third baseman Karen Cole. Strike one. Strike. No balls. 2 strikes. Swings at a deep one, ball. Excuse me, foul. Count will remain at 0-2. Comebacker to Castine. To Yoakum. So they pick up 3 and they lead 11-10. Northland over Sandy's Deli as we go to the bottom of the 6th. Ellen Murphy the batter, 11-10 the score, bottom of the 6th. Strike one. Northland leading Sandy's Deli in this seesaw game. Strike. Every time Sandy's gets the lead, Northland ends up taking it back. Hard hit up the middle. Rogers a picket. She'll fire to first. Not in time. Murphy will be on with a single. That'll bring up shortstop Melissa Rye. Potential tying run at first. Nobody out. Short, inside, ball one. Ball two. Ball three. 3-0 the count. Ball four. First and second. And nobody out, and Penny Castine the batter. Potential tying run at second. Potential lead run at first. Ball one. Ball two. Ball three. I'll walk with Lodum. Strike. Runs up on it. Goes to Cole at third. Makes the play unassisted at third. 1 down. Rye moves up to second. Castine reaches on the fielder's choice. And the first baseman Ann Yoakum will be the batter. And Karen Chambers on deck. Ball one to Yoakum. Rodriguez pulls it down. Rye will be in at third. And on the throw to third, Castine goes to second. The throw should have gone to second. Castine should still be at first, but takes away the force at second. And brings up Karen Chambers, the left fielder. Potential tying run at third. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. Ball one. Ball two. Strike. 2-1. Slow roller. Cole. The first not in time. Here comes Rye. Yes. Rye waited till the ball was well on its way to first. And came in and scored a tying run. Chambers can really move down that line. She beat it out. Infield hit. For Chambers ties the game. Castine goes to third. Runners at the corners. 11 to score. Nancy Southwick looks at ball one. 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th. Strike 1-1. Strike 2.
1 and 2. Come on, Nancy. There you go.
Rodriguez pulls it down. So Sandys picks up a run, and we have an 11 ball game as we go to the 7th. Nikki King will lead off things in the 7th for Northland Hides. Strike 1. Well hit. King got all that one. Mahoney giving chase. Goes to Chambers, and King's going to have a home run. A home run for Nikki King, who came off the bench, pinch hit. Little unacceptable language here. I want to notify myself when I'm putting this tape together. I'll hit the left center. Teresa Minkler starts off another rally here with a single in his 12-11 ball game. Nobody out. And Jane Bushy the batter. Strike. Base hit to left. Chambers picks it up. Throws it away. Ilcom picks it up here and stops it. No advance. Runners at first and second, and Missy Rodriguez, the batter. Wind coming up again. Pitch to Rodriguez. Ball 1. Strike 1-1. Hard hit. Yoakum picks it up. Steps on first. Fires to second. Yoakum took the shore out. Runners at second and third. And Pat Rodriguez, the batter, 1 out. Ball 1.
Now I'm going to have to drink more beer when I go home tonight.
Ball 2. Ball. Ball 4, Rodriguez walks and loads him up. And with the bases loaded, Alma Manor steps in. Pitch from Castine. And tight, ball 1. Strike. Ball 2. A walk would drive in another run.
Good eye, Ellen. Good eye.
Northland leading 12-11 at the moment.
Boy, little fella, that's my ball. Got my name on it. That's mine. Got over there in the net.
Looks like Benny.
Strike. 3-2. Bases loaded, payoff pitch, swung on, up the middle, knocked down by Rye. Makes the tag, double play. Bushy had to hold up on the line drive. Rye made the tag and then stepped on the bag for the force. So Northland picks up a run and they lead 12-11 as we go to the bottom of the 7th. Cheryl Foley leads off the bottom of the 7th. To center field to King. Pulls it down, we have 1 out. 12-11. Sandy's down by 1. And Penny LaPlante, the batter.
Line drive.
Strike.
Good line drive.
Base hit to left. Bushy grabs it. So the potential tying run is on base. LaPlante continues to hit the ball well.
I don't think so.
Sandy's asking for a courtesy runner, and they decline it, but they've got an extra player on the bench over there. Sue McCaslin hasn't played in this game. I'm assuming she's healthy. She could run for LaPlante. LaPlante says she has a sore ankle. She's moved around the bases pretty well thus far. Sue Mahoney, the batter. Strike. Manor can't pick it up, throws second. Out. Two down. Sandy's down to the last out, and Chris Barrier, the batter. 12-11. Northland Hides looking to move to 4-2. A loss would drop Sandy's to 2-4. Strike. Ball. Slow comebacker, Rodriguez. The first, Minkler drops it. We have a potential tying run at second in the person of Sue Mahoney. Potential leading run, potential winning run at first, Chris Barrier. That's going to be the top of the order, Ellen Murphy, the batter. Top of the order for Sandy's. They're down to their final out. Popped up. Dropped. Rodriguez couldn't handle it. She got a late jump. I think she thought the infield was going to grab it, but the infield was playing deep. And
Keep it down.
Lissa Rye, I believe, yes. Lissa Rye is the batter.
Make contact. Good contact.
2 outs. It's all on Rye's shoulders. The bases are loaded. If she gets on base, The game is at least tied. Barrier at second representing the winning run. Mahoney at third representing the potential tying run. 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th. Pitch from Rodriguez. Rye looks at a short ball 1. A walk would tie the game. Ball 2 outside. Ball 3, 3-0. It's been a seesaw ball game. Ball 4 inside. Mahoney touches the base, and we're tied. 12-12. Where's Rye going? She must think the game is over. She thought the game was over. That's only the tying run. Now Penny Castine with a chance to win it. Not much burden on Castine's shoulders. All the burden now is on Northland. Sandy's will get out of this inning with at least a tie and go to the 8th. Strike hits the front of the plate. Strike 2. 0-2 the count. In the pitch. Swung on. Bushy makes the catch. We're going to the 8th. Jane Bushy made the running grab in left. We're going to the 8th inning with the score 12-12. Shortstop June Rogers will lead things off here in the 8th in the scheduled 7-inning ball game. Extra innings here at Northeastern in the Littletown Women's League. 12-12 the score. Pitch from Castine. Outside, ball 1. Strike. Chambers in left. Pulls it down. 1 out. Now bring up Dot Trombley.
Watch Sheila, Dad. Watch Sheila.
Popped up. Yoakum calling at first. Pulls it down. 2 down. And we have the catcher, Joanne Bushy.
No stick, Penny. No strike.
Back to Castine, knocks it down, fires to first. Yoakum with the stretch. Nice stretch by Yoakum at first. Nothing across for Northland. We go to the bottom of the 8th. All tied up 12-12.
Need a runner now.
First baseman and Yoakum will lead things off in the bottom of the 8th. 12-12 our score. Pitch from Rodriguez. Up the middle, and a base hit. So potential winning run is on here in the 8th. For Sandy's. King gets it in. Out of play. Out of play. Last time was called. Nobody paying attention here. That should have been 2 bases. Yoakum should be standing on third unless time was called. Because the ball was released, she was on first base. She should be standing at third base. But nobody, absolutely nobody paying attention to that. Unless, of course, time was called, and I don't think it was. This is Karen Chambers. Ball. Strike. 2-2. Rodriguez, nice scoop up, second in time for the fourth. Missy Rodriguez took a base hit away from Karen Chambers. Chambers with a nice hit ball. Rodriguez came charging it, picked it up on the hop. And batter Nancy Southwick. Pitch from Rodriguez. Strike one. Ball. Fouled. Strike two.
See that little bird going like this? See that little bird going like this?
Ball. Umpire says one strike. Actually, there was two, but if he says there's one, it's ball three. Could be full count, but apparently it's 3-1. That'll be strike two. And the payoff pitch. Southwick foul tipped it.
Foul ball. Nice one.
What farm?
Another great catch by Jane Bushy in second and left field. Two beautiful running catches, one in the seventh inning, a nice one right there to take a hit away from Southwick. Cheryl Foley, the batter. 12-12 the score, bottom of the eighth. Chambers at first, Foley at bat. Chambers representing the potential winning run, ball one. Strike. Chambers ready to roll. King pulls it down. So we're going to go to the ninth inning with the score holding at 12-12, Northland and Sandy's Deli. Karen Cole leading things off in the ninth in this 12-12 ball game, ball one. Sandy's win would even a record at 3-3 as it would with Northland. Northland win would make their record 4-2, Sandy's 2-4. So a big game here in the early going for both clubs. Strike. Northland looking to keep pace with Fox Hill Maple. They're currently tied with them for second. Off Chambers' glove, a little confusion there.
Oh, watch your pig.
Somebody should have taken charge out there. Rye should have hollered and given it to one of them. I believe they're both indicating they wanted it. Mahoney and Chambers.
Right there. Or down someone's throat.
Nikki King, the batter. She wrapped a home run, which turned out to be a difference in this game at the moment. Run number 12 for Northland, her last trip up. Ball. I'm going to pitch carefully to her. But they'd rather walk her than see her hit it over somebody's head. Ball three. Strike. Ball 4. King will walk. Runners at first and second. Cole at second, King at first, and Teresa Minkler, the first baseman, the batter. Ball 1. Ball 2. Top of the order to follow Minkler. Ball 3. Walk would load him. Ball 4. Minkler walks. Top of the order coming up with the bases loaded.
Come on, Jane, come on. Base hit, Jane.
And batter is Jane Bushy. Bushy has made 2 beautiful catches in left field.
Come on, Jane.
Ball. Bases loaded to nobody out. Strike.
Now you're ready.
12-12 in the top of the 9th. Strike 2.
Now you're ready. Come on, Jane. Base it.
There it is. Swing, batter.
This misses. Ball 3. 3-2, I think. I think that's the count. There's the pitch. Swung on. Foul ball.
Take your time, Jenny. Come on, everybody's got a heads up. Take it out.
Castine will come home. The 3rd time tonight they've come home with the force. You see something like that once every 10 games probably. We've seen it 3 times tonight. Bases loaded. And they get a force at home. Let's bring up Missy Rodriguez, the roving fielder. Ball 1. She plays left center most of the time, but she moves around out there depending on the batter. Ball 2. Walk would push in the go-ahead run. Strike. Line shot. Yoakum with a catch and the tag. Beautiful catch and Yoakum. Rodriguez hit a bullet down to first base. Yoakum stuck her glove up and the ball was in it. She turns it into a double play. A big break there for Sandys. Nothing across for Northland. We go to the bottom of the 9th with the score holding 12-12. Penny LaPlante, who has about 15 hits thus far tonight, will lead off the bottom of the 9th in this 12-12 ball game. Strike 1. Ball. Under Cole's glove, we'll call it another hit for LaPlante. And looks like Sue Mahoney is due up. Yep, the left-hand hitting Sue Mahoney. Potential winning run at first base. Strike 1. Up the middle. LaPlante's in there. Good try by Rodriguez. But LaPlante made it in. And bring up Chris Barrier. Potential winning run at second base. Nobody out. In tight, ball 1 to Barrier. Strike 1-1. Area runs up on it. Should be an infield fly. Cole pulls it down. 1 out. Top of the order. Infield fly. And Ellen Murphy, the batter.
Come on, Ellen.
1 out. Ball 1. Alyssa Rye on deck. Slow comebacker, Rodriguez. Goes to third, gets a good move, good heads-up play, Pat Rodriguez. Player to Cole covering third. They get LaPlante to get the lead runner. Keeps that potential winning run off third. 2 outs. And Alyssa Rye will be the batter. Ball 1. Oh, 1 out away from going to the 10th inning. Strike 1-1. Strike 2.
1-2. No home run. No home run. All we need is line drive single. Big hole right over the
Popped up. Cole pulls it down in foul territory. Nothing across in the 9th. We're going to the 10th. With the score 12-12. The pitcher, Pat Rodriguez, looks at one outside, ball 1. June 20th, one of the longest days of the year. 8:24. This is tomorrow's the first day of summer, so either today or tomorrow is the longest day of the year. I think it's tomorrow, the 21st. So it's probably appropriate that we have a long game. Get back to Castine. To Yoakum. 1 down. And it brings up Alma Manor, the second baseman. In tight, ball 1. Strike. Ball. Strike. Fair ball. Chambers knocks it down. So it keeps on rolling. Throw comes into third. On this hard ground, ball took a high bounce, bounced off Southwick's glove. Somebody should have called for that one. Somebody, Castine probably should have been backing up Southwick on that, or else called her off. Sent to a lead run at third base, and June Rogers, the batter. Ball. Strike. Strike 2. Ball. Full count. Ball 4. And batter will be Dot Trombley. Runners at the corners. Ball 1, 1 out, I believe. Ball 2. Ball 3. Walk would load him up. Ball 4. We have Joanne Bushy. Ball 1 to Bushy. A walk would drive in the lead run here in the 10th inning. Strike. Back to Castine, off her arm. Going to chase home at least 2. Here's Murphy. Goes to Castine. Rogers scores behind Manor. That makes it 14 to 12, and Karen Cole will be the batter. One out. Runners at the corners. Strike. Ball. Strike. Line shot, Rye pulls it down. The first double play just in time. Double play. But they pick up 2, Northland does, and they lead 14-12 as we go to the bottom of the 10th. Penny Castine leading off the bottom of the 10th, 13 down by 2, 14-12, strike 1. Runs up, hits it back to Rodriguez. Like Castine gave up on that one instead of running it out. Well, 1 out. And Yoakum, the first baseman. Over Trombley's head. Yoakum will get at least 3. They're going to score. And a home run makes it 14-13. 14-13. 1 out. And the batter will be Karen Chambers, the left fielder. Looks at ball 1. Hard hit, nice charity hop to Cole in the dirt. Minkler got that on the head. Bounced off her cheek, I think. But Chambers beat it out. She hustles down that line. She races down to first. She really is a good runner. This is Nancy Southwick. Chambers represents the potential tying run with 1 out. Just misses deep, ball 1. 1 out, bottom of the 10th inning. This game has gone on and on, 2 hours old. Ball 3. Walk would put the potential winning run on. Strike. Strike 2. Southwick looks at 2 of them. I'll have a payoff pitch. This is ball 4. So Southwick walks. Chambers goes to second. And Cheryl Foley, the batter. 1 out. Ball 1. And on deck is Penny LaPlante. LaPlante has ripped the cover off this ball today. Strike. Strike. Strike 2, 2-2 the count. Hard hit under Cole's glove. Chambers in at third, representing the potential tying run. Nancy Southwick at second, representing the potential winning run. And Penny LaPlante, who has about 5 hits, I think 4 or 5 hits today, is at bat. Pitch from Rodriguez. Ball 1. A walk would tie the game. Ball 2. I'm sure Rodriguez does not want to give LaPlante anything she can get a hold of, but a walk would tie this game up. In tight, ball 3. 3-0 the count. Strike. 3-1. Fair ball. Here comes Southwick. The game is over. The game is over. Jane Bushy, who made some beautiful catches out there. Unfortunate that she happened to misplay that one there. She made some beautiful catches. Kept this game going in the earlier innings. So we finally have a final here. After 10 innings, the final score: Sandy's Deli 15, Northland Heights 14. And that's the way it was at Northeastern Clinton Central School on June 20th, 1988.